format se akhoi da
The top news headlines. Fresh tensions erupt along Assam-Mizoram border over 20 houses set ablaze. $66.11 lakh vaccinated. Active cases tally at 1.41 lakh in India. And Myanmar protests resumed, West condemned security response. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur. You're watching the news today at 1 p.m. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. Fresh tensions have erupted along the Assam-Mizoram border yesterday. Several houses were set ablaze and many sustained injuries in the clashes. A media report said blame game has begun between both the sides following the clashes, as locals from both the sides are holding each other responsible for the clashes. The tension erupted at the disputed Bairabi Jofai area in Mizoram's Kolasip district. The same disputed area is known as Kachurthal in Assam's Hailakandi district. Reports in Assam say that 3 persons sustained injuries. Others say that 10 people from Assam were injured in the clashes. Meanwhile, reports from Mizoram say that 3 persons on Mizoram's side were injured in the clashes. On the other hand, at least 20 houses were gutted by miscreants in the evening on the Assam side. Similarly, at least 6 farm huts were set ablaze by miscreants on Mizoram side. Meanwhile, police and district administration of both states took stock of the situation. As many as 11,067 COVID-19 cases and 13,087 discharges were reported in India in the last 24 hours, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare informed today. A media report said with this, the total number of cases in the country has reached 1,858,371, including 1,41,511 active cases and 1,561,608 discharges. The death toll has mounted to 1,55,252, with the loss of 94 lives due to the virus in the past 24 hours. 7,36,903 samples were tested for COVID-19 yesterday, the Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) informed. India has been recording less than 150 daily COVID-19 deaths for the last 11 days. The number of healthcare and frontline workers vaccinated against COVID-19 has reached 66,11,561 lakh on day 25 of the nationwide inoculation drive, the Union Health Ministry said. Manipur's COVID-19 case count stands at 29,137 after 6 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours, as per the data from the state COVID-19 Common Control Room. The fresh cases were reported from Imphal East, Imphal West, Thaubal, Kakching and Senapati districts. The state's death toll stands at 373 with no fatality reported in the last 24 hours. The cumulative number of active cases is 77, while the recovery cases reach 28,697. The state's recovery rate is 98.45% as of 11 a.m. today. Protests spread across Myanmar today after the most violent day in demonstrations against the military coup. Reuters said that the United States and United Nations condemned the use of force against protesters who are demanding the reversal of the February 1 coup and the release of Aung San Suu Kyi and other detained leaders of her National League for Democracy (NLD) and activists. "We cannot stay quiet," youth leader Esther J. No told Reuters. "If there is bloodshed during our peaceful protests, then there will be more if we let them take over the country." Thousands of people joined demonstration in the main city of Yangon. In the capital, Naypyidaw, hundreds of government workers marched in support of a growing civil disobedience campaign. A clinic that had been treating wounded protesters in Naypyidaw was taken over by soldiers, a doctor there said. Another doctor said a woman protester was expected to die from a gunshot wound to the head sustained during a confrontation with police in Naypyidaw yesterday. SIMS Helping Group Manipur, in collaboration with BJP Lamlai Mandal, organized a one-day free health camp today at the Nongren Laikai Community Hall. The health camp was held with an objective to ease the difficulties faced by people in getting easy access to hospitals in the state. A team of doctors, nurse and paramedical staff took part in the health camp, wherein around 350 people received free medical checkup. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates. Welcome back. Rescue operations are still underway in Uttarakhand's Chamoli district, where flash floods in the Alaknanda river system caused widespread destruction on February 7 last. According to reports, a total of 32 bodies have been recovered, while authorities put the official figure of missing persons at 197. Apart from the loss of life and cattle, the flash floods also incurred heavy damage to the NTPC's 480 megawatt Tapovan Vishnughat hydropower project and the 13.2 megawatt Risiganga hydel project, and also swept away several homes. More than 600 personnel of the Indian Army, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, ITBP, National Disaster Response Force NDRF, and State Disaster Response Force SDRF have been deployed in Chamoli district to carry out search and rescue operations. In a rare event, a Union Budget 2021-2022 may come up for discussion in the Rajya Sabha before the Lok Sabha takes it up. The budget announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was listed for discussion in Rajya Sabha yesterday after the Major Ports Bill. The Lok Sabha is still discussing the motion of thanks for the President's address, while the debate on it concluded in Rajya Sabha on Monday last. The Union Budget has come up for discussion in Rajya Sabha before the Lok Sabha only 5 times in the past. The Finance Minister presents the budget in the Lok Sabha first with a budget speech, and then there is a customary laying of the budget in Rajya Sabha. Due to various reasons, the Rajya Sabha took up the Union Budget for discussion before the Lok Sabha in 1955, 1959, 1963, 1965 and 2002. The cause for the deviation from customs is a strong and continuous disruption by opposition in the Lok Sabha of the 3 farm laws since the start of the budget session of the Parliament. The residents of Laifrakpam and the Lilong constituency along with the local MLA have decided to complete the road repair work which was left unfinished by the work agency. Local club and Myra Paibi called a press meet on the matter. One of the residents, Khoisnam Anand, said that the work agency discontinued the work after the by-election held in the state. The local people had appealed to the work agency to complete the work, but it did not give any response. Hence, they have decided to take up the road repair work along with the local MLA. As a part of the nationwide Nasha Mukh Bharat campaign, district-level Nasha Mukh Bharat campaign, Bishnupur district organized an awareness program of community outreach and identification of dependent population yesterday at Chingpu under Nambol constituency. Our correspondent reports the SWO Bishnupur and Jyotish at the program stressed on the importance of treating drug users in a nice and proper way and the role of the masses in helping them to recover from drug addiction. 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector Assam Rifles IGAR East took the initiative to repair Tamai Dikhui Ram Road under Tamai subdivision in Tamenglong district from October 20 last year. With the support of the villagers, the repair work on the 22-kilometer road stretch was completed on January 4, 2021. Assam Rifles IGAR East inaugurated the newly repaired road yesterday and dedicated to the villagers. At least 4 people were injured after a major fire broke out in a godown where LPG cylinders were kept in suburban Andheri this morning. According to reports, the fire broke out around 10 a.m. due to a cylinder blast in the godown located on Yari Road in Versova area of the western suburb, officials said. 4 people were injured and they have been taken to the nearby Cooper Hospital, reports added. Over 15 fire engines and water jetties were rushed to the spot, he said, adding that firefighting is still on. The area has been evacuated. Once again, a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
(9742-79099) natraga 8132-089-758. TOMTV Music Video Album Competition. Chaliba chahi sigi manungda nambiba hiram ama hekta da yumpham oiduna sembiba music video album sing athoi hen changdamnaba ama TOMTV na Film Forum Manipur ga khusamnaduna pangthok cheragani. Best Music Video Album da lupa lising yang khayi mana amadi atai mana kya su thamjariba changdamnaba sida saruk yabi ningba singna video album sing thazin biraknaba akupa moral gidamak office matamda 9774 078 983 da pau phobilo. Khangan Jaribat, TOMTV Times of Manipur.
Welcome back. In Meghalaya, 5,814 lower primary teachers and 6,727 upper primary teachers working under Samagra Siksha Abhiyan (SSA) have urged the State Education Minister Lakman Rimbui to once again re-examine their request of implementing salary structure and enhancing remuneration for the Sarva Siksha Abhiyan teachers. The teachers urged the government to decide on or before February 18, 2021, failing which the teachers will resort to democratic forms of protest. On August 17, 2020, the association had submitted a representation to the State Project Director, SEMAM SSA, Ambrose C.H. Marak, who had then submitted a letter to the Education Department requesting the state government to examine the request. However, the same was rejected, a media report said. Bhutan's Wangchu Bridge on Damchu-Ha Link Road, which was nearing completion, collapsed last night, killing at least 3 people, a media report said. The 204-meter-long bridge was under construction by Border Roads Organization. Confirming the incident, Bhutanese Prime Minister Lotay Tshering tweeted, "Day ends with unfortunate news of the Wangchu Bridge collapse at Damchu-Ha Road, saying prayers for the lives lost and hoping we find all missing persons safe and sound." According to reports, 9 people were working at the site when the bridge collapsed. 3 bodies have been recovered and 6 people remain missing. Now we have the sports news. Team PYDA trashed DYFC by 2-1 in the quarter-final match of the ongoing first KSLDO Open 7A Side Football League tournament yesterday at MS Creative Campus, Kwokta, while KIYDO beat AFC by 2-1 in the second quarter-final match. In the first semi-final match, Royal FC will lock horns with TBFC tomorrow evening. The first KSLDO Open 7A Side Men's Football League tournament began on January 17 at Kwokta Sabal Ground, organized by Kwokta Sabal Lekai Development Organization. A total of 24 teams are participating in the tournament. Now we have the local newspaper headlines. The Shanghai Express, 7 pay for teachers, says Chief Minister seeks 3 to 4 months' time. Proper 72 hours Chaka ban call-off. KPI CSOSC red form JAC. Low count continues with only 7 positive. Rally stage with remove garbage coal. The People's Chronicle, timely action lessen COVID impact, says Chief Minister. Government to regulate passenger fare. 15 recover, 7 new cases reported. Chief Minister offers talk to agitating college teachers. Phegokta sticks to stand AMCTA in stir mode. Imphal Free Press. 80% of over 4 lakh vehicles ply in Imphal streets. Manipur Legislative Assembly passes Rs 525 crore 16 lakh 60,000 for 6 demands. State government must hasten declaration of Jailat Wildlife Sanctuary in Tamenglong. Manipur Mail. New passenger fare soon, says Chief Minister. College teachers to take mass casual leave. Rally demanding banding space. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Fresh tensions erupt along Assam-Mizoram border. Over 20 houses set ablaze. $66.11 lakh vaccinated, active cases tally at 1.41 lakh in India. And Myanmar protests resume, West condemns security response. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.